Welcome back to Storytime and Craft. I'm Tessa. Today we are reading The Train Home by Dana Kim. Let's get started. Nari lives in a rowdy home in a crowded city. Sometimes it feels a bit too full and a little too loud for Nari, and she wishes she lived somewhere else. Somewhere with a flower garden and a clear view of the night sky. A room full of books, maybe by the ocean, or in the middle of the woods, like she's seen in pictures. Nari's parents bicker, her grandparents chatter, and her little sister whines. Their apartment grumbles with neighbors left and right, above and below. Nari dreams of a quiet space all to herself. The train rumbles by outside her window. Maybe Nari can take it to find her dream home. In the woods, Nari would build a big nest where she could sleep and dream in the treetops. But where else can the train take her? The next stop smells of salty sea air. Could the train take her under the waves? She'd live by a delicate coral reef with the brightest neighbors. Or maybe on top of the water in a peaceful houseboat. She would sway with the waves and watch the stars. But before she floats away, Nari can take the train to a massive room full of books and guarded by lions. She might find a story that reminds her of her grandparents, full of bravery and adventure. The train can even take her backward in time. Next time, she should bring her sister, who can name each lost animal and dinosaur. Or the train can take Nari to live in the sky, with her favorite constellation. She makes a wish on the brightest star that her parents were there to share the view. Everything is beautiful. But in the quiet, she misses her parents' laughter, her grandparents' stories, and her sisters' singing. Nari follows comets back down to Earth. The train can take her to the homes of animals, flowers, books, and stars. But she knows where she will go next. Nari will go where her favorite people in the world are gathered, where she can listen to their songs and stories. She will take the train home. The end. Thank you for joining us today. Let's hop over to Roni for another amazing craft.
Hi everyone, this is Roni, your craft master here at the Colorado Railroad Museum. Welcome back. Our craft today is inspired by the book, The Train Home. So our story today is a really fun story because I'm sure, like many of you, you've been in your house and there's noise outside, noise inside, people are talking, and you just want a little bit of quiet. Our character Nari felt the same way. So our craft today, we are going to create a magical train door. So it takes us to different places that you want to go to. And each time you open it, depending on how many of these you do, it's going to take you to a new magical place that's peaceful and quiet. So here's one I made earlier because I do love going to the mountains. You can make as many destinations as you like. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what you need first. You'll have 2 pictures that you need to download. They are in the link in the description below. So our first one will be our train body. And this is where you're going to draw your destination. The second picture will be the sliding door. We will also need markers or crayons. Today I'm using markers. And we'll need a pair of scissors. That's it. Okay, let's get started. I was thinking when we went on vacation to Oregon, we were by the ocean, and I thought how fun it would be to take a trip, not only to the ocean, but under the ocean. All right, so I know that there's seaweed down there. There's probably rocks and other things. Let me get there first. So we're just going to color these in. So now that we got our seaweed done, let's think about other things that we would see under the water. I know that there's going to be some sand. So maybe we do a little bit of sand. I know this looks grayish, but it's kind of mixed colors of different, mixture of different colors. Sand. Okay, what kind of fish would you see in the ocean? So you could have regular fish that you see in the ocean. Maybe you would see, maybe in your world, it's an imaginary fish. So maybe what I'm going to do is make a starfish. Maybe an orange starfish. Okay, he might look a little funny, but that's okay. We shade it in with a little bit of yellow. Make it look tropical. Maybe we have a shark. Let's see. You can't get out of the picture. Whoa. Oh no. I hope he's not going to eat the... There's all his teeth. I hope he doesn't eat the starfish. There's a shark. Maybe a jellyfish. Jellyfish are kind of hard because they're kind of transparent, so. Now to finish it off, we're going to color in all that water that's down there. My thing is I have to stay inside the lines. I know for some of you it might be hard too. But I get excited because I want to see the picture done. You know what I was thinking is not just what's under the ocean that you could see, but maybe wonder what kinds of noises you hear in the ocean. I know when I go swimming, all I hear is muffled sounds from people. If we go swimming in the swimming pool, I wonder if that's what animals in the ocean hear. Just muffles? Or do they hear high-pitched noises that we can't even hear? I don't know. Kind of fun stuff to think about, especially in the summertime. All right. So now that we're all done coloring, I'll put my markers away. We're going to start cutting things out. First thing we need to do, which is really hard, you're probably going to need some help from a grown-up, is we're going to cut a line in this dotted line. And usually if you just put one little fold and then cut it, then you just cut carefully down the dotted line. There you go. And then we're going to make our door. And so I'm not going to do a whole lot to my door. I'm just going to put some lines to show a reflection. Which kind of makes it look more like real glass. And then if you want, you can decorate your door any way you want. Maybe you want it to match the picture in some way. Or maybe you just want to make it plain metal. Or maybe it looks like wood. Like maybe the side of a boat or something, a wooden boat. It can be as plain or as crazy as you want it to be. I'm going to go pretty plain this time. But I know I still need to cut it out. So let me grab my scissors. Just follow the lines. Maybe you could pretend that the scissors are sharks and they're going around and eating the paper. At least this time, because we weren't going to the ocean. Now your door is all cut out. The window has a reflection. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to put the door. And you kind of have a hint as to where you're going because of the window. But then when you get to your destination, you're going to slide the door open and see where you are. Again, you can do this as many times as you want. Thanks for joining us today. I had a lot of fun with this project, and I hope you do too. Thanks again. We'll see you next time at the Colorado Railroad Museum. Bye.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Commenting and sharing in particular may qualify as virtual engagements for important funding programs like the SCFD.